If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
This is YPHR, the radio home of your Youngstown Phantoms. And now it's time for Inside the Glass, the official Youngstown Phantoms radio show. Here's your host, Sean Stewart, and voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack.
Welcome into the second playoff episode of Inside the Glass. This is voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack, and I am joined, as always, by my partner in crime, Sean Stewart. Sean, how are you doing today?
Great, Matt. Great to be here. Exciting week ahead for the Phantoms, Friday night and potentially Saturday, so some great hockey ahead of us.
How many days left till graduation?
I believe it's 18 or 19. The days are getting smaller and smaller as the countdown continues.
It is a very exciting time getting ready to graduate college, finally get that piece of paper that says you learned something. Heard you got the cap and gown already, too.
I did. I picked that up on Monday, so it's getting more and more real.
Well, the Phantoms have graduated to a very real playoff situation themselves. They call that a segue in the broadcasting business. The Phantoms find themselves in a very precarious position, down 2-0 to the Chicago Steel here in the Eastern Conference Semifinals in the 2017 Clark Cup playoffs. Let's go ahead and recap last weekend's games, starting with the Friday night game at Fox Valley Ice Arena in Geneva, Illinois. Well, the Steel jumped out to a 1-0 lead at 14:19 of the first period off the stick of Baker Shore, his first goal of the playoffs, assist to Corson Green and Austin Long. Mitch Lewandowski made it 2-0 Chicago at 16:50 of the second period, his first of the playoffs, assist to Brandon McManus and Ben Mirages. 3-0 Chicago at the 12:20 mark of the third period, Reggie Lutz getting his first of the playoffs, assist to Jake Jaremko and Johnny Walker. Max Ellis would finally get the Phantoms on the board at the 16:49 mark.
Lewandowski up ahead, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Trailmax redirected that toward the corner. McManus tried to center, but tipped away. And here's a feed ahead to Ellis, trying to come in on a breakaway. Steska tried to poke it, missed it, and then tipped in the blue paint by Ellis. And the shutout bid is over.
Assist to Jake Gingell on Max Ellis' first goal of the playoffs, but the Phantoms would get no closer. Mark Johnstone would fire home a puck into the empty net for his first of the playoffs at 18:32 of the third to give us our final score of 4-1. Taking the loss was Ivan Kubikov. He stopped 33 of 36 Chicago shots. Ales Steska got the win. He stopped 25 out of 26. 3 stars for the game. Third star was Mitch Lewandowski. Second star was Ales Steska. And the first star was Baker Shore. And Sean, tell us about the Saturday night game.
Well, Saturday was just a little bit rougher than Friday night's game. Reggie Lutz getting things started off at 6:05 of the first for his second goal of the playoffs, assisted by Graham Lillibridge and Jake Jaremko, and that came on a Steel power play. And then Lutz would get his second goal of the game, third of the playoffs at 7:56, is really just bad luck for Ivan Kubikov, catching an edge in the crease and falling over as Lutz was able to smack home the one-timer. Assist again to Graham Lillibridge and Jack Bedini, and that was a Steel power play goal, and they would take the 2-0 lead into the first intermission. Jack Bedini would make it 3-0 at 16 seconds into the second period for his first of the playoffs, assisted by Mark Johnstone, and that goal came short-handed as the Phantoms were on the power play. Mitch Lewandowski would make things 4-0 at 12:40 of the second period for his second of the playoffs, assisted by Mark Johnstone and Graham Lillibridge, and Jack Bedini would make things 5-0 for his second of the playoffs at 16:08 of the second period, assisted by Reggie Lutz and Graham Lillibridge, and that was a Steel power play goal. And Edwards Trailmax would make it 6-0 at 5:09 of the third period for his first of the playoffs, assisted by Ben Mirages and Johnny Walker, and that again was on a Steel power play. Ivan Kubikov coming away with the loss, stopping 12 of 17 shots before being relieved by Britt League, and league stopped 5 of 6 Chicago Steel shots. Alistezka coming away with the shutout victory, stopping all 40 Phantom shots that he faced. Steel sweeping the 3 stars, third star going to Reggie Lutz, second star to Graham Lillibridge, and your first star of the night was Alistezka.
And Sean, not really much to break down here. We will leave that to Phantoms head coach Brad Patterson in our next segment. But yeah, the Phantoms find themselves in a spot, and they're just going to have to start the long road back on Friday night.
You're absolutely right, Matt. It's not a great situation to be in. However, with their backs at the wall, this Phantoms team is very, very dangerous and can be dangerous in the playoffs. They have a great team built by GM Jason Kohler. So still a shot. We're back home Friday and potentially Saturday. So, this Youngstown crowd can get very, very loud here at the Gavelli Center as we have seen in the past. So hopefully that helps fuel the Phantoms to a win on Friday night.
And, of course, great seats always available. Call 330-747-PUCK for tickets at 330-747-7825. You can get the McDonald's family meal deal and lots of other playoff specials going on. $2 beers and is it $1 popcorn, Sean?
Yes, it is.
All right, so call the ticket office, get down to the Cavelli Center, take advantage of those great deals. I want to thank UPMC, our sponsor for this first segment, and don't go away because our interview with Phantoms head coach Brad Patterson is just around the corner.